Welcome, folks. This is the first of a two-part tutorial showing you how to bring in a graphic to cut on the laser and a graphic to engrave on the laser. So we're going to be going over how to create that image real quick and then how to export it to the laser. Second part of this tutorial will be using the Dremel DigiLab laser to cut out our vector and raster engraving. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new document in Corel. I'm going to go File, New. I'm going to call this lion logo, just for lack of a better name. The footprint size of the laser in the Innovation Lab is 18 by 20, 18 by 12. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and create my vector. To do that, take my square tool. I'm just going to draw a box. Now, this tutorial is meant primarily for the first project, which is the lion LED logo. I'm not going to be adding any dimensions to it. Or maybe I will. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's make some dimensions to it. So I'm going to be making a rectangle. We're going to make it 5 by 5. So I'll go up here and go 5. Over here, go 5. Okay, that's the size of my rectangle. And then I want to be making a second rectangle that's going to have a distance of 4 by 0.25. And that is the distance of the pocket that's going to be, this is going to sit in the LED. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this in and center it. Okay, left to right. Now the key is you want this to kind of overlap a little. Now I don't have this perfectly centered. What I could do is take my dimension tool, say from here, from this point to this point, right? It's 0.49, and then from this point to this point, about 0.49. So it actually is perfect. Good. If it wasn't, I would just click my shape and move it to the left or right. Okay. Notice I do have it intersecting. That's important for when we take the vector virtual segment delete tool to delete out the image. Okay. Or the unwanted lines. So here we are. I'm going to go ahead, bring this over to the center. I'm just going to hit a Control G, which groups it. Then I'm going to make it hairline. There's another video that goes over this in far more detail. So the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in a logo from the internet. So I'm going to minimize this and go to Google, and I'm just going to type in lion silhouette head. See if I can find a sweet logo. There's one right here. Go ahead, right-click, copy. Bring it back in to Corel. Oops, got a lot of tabs open here. And I'm going to go ahead and paste that in here. Okay, so this is my lion logo. I'm going to go ahead and right-click on it, do a quick trace. This is now my lion logo. See, when I grab this, I still have that outline around it. You take your virtual segment delete tool, deletes it, so it's just the lion head. Oh, I have two things I missed. So, okay, so it brings it in. So it's just the lion head. So I can put that in place. Okay, delete the original. Now with this, do any scaling you want to get it to the size you want. Okay, looks perfect. Now we've gone over this before, so what we've done to this point is kind of a review. So what I want to do now is I'm going to copy this image here. Okay, I'm going to delete it. Now I'm going to do a file save as, and I'm going to save this first one as the file type SVG, scalable vector graphic. And I'm going to go ahead and just put it in my download so I know where it's at. And I'm going to call it Lincoln Lion Cut. SVG stands for scalable vector graphic. Okay, that's going to allow the laser to identify it as a line to cut. We get this SVG export window open up. I'm just going to hit OK because everything there is the same. I'm going to delete this logo and now Control Paste, bring in my lion logo. So now I want to export this. So I'm going to do a file save as. Make sure you do save as, not save. And I'm going to make this a PDF, okay, a portable graphic format. So now I'm going to call this lion logo engrave. So what I've done is I have two files in different formats that I'm ready to bring into the laser. All right, so for the next part, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, bring in We're going to go into the laser software. Now this computer is at the station right next to the Dremel laser. Very simple interface, not a lot of options here. So we're going to go to import. Now I'm going to make another video of this. I would do an import capture. What this does is takes 9 pictures of your work envelope. And you can actually see where your work is, so you can actually place your components on there. Right now I'm working with tech support to get that figured out, why it's not working. So instead we're just going to go ahead and import file. It's going to ask me to upload the document here. I'm going to go to my downloads. All right, I have the Lion Cut logo and the Lion PDF. So I'm going to take the Lion Cut logo in first. Okay, Lion Cut logo SVG, I'm going to bring it in. Hit OK. So here is my cut. Now with my cut, I have some settings here I need to establish. So let me move this so we can see it. First of all, for heat, I want that at 100% heat. That way that laser is penetrating through. I'm going to scroll this down to about quarter, 25%. It doesn't tell you what the percentage is, but you can see like this is quarter, this is half, this is 3/4. So I'm going to put it down in a quarter. Depth, I want it to go all the way through. And then I'm going to do 2 passes. Okay, so now that's set. I'm going to go ahead and import the file for my Lion logo. So Lion logo cut, engrave. And I'm going to say, where it says, please select an option. Do you want to import everything or engrave only? I want to import engrave only. So now I have here my logo to be engraved. For depth, I'm going to go 100, speed 100, resolution low. Actually, we'll go about 50% for depth. If you don't like it, you can always go a little bit deeper. I'm going to go resolution. I want a good resolution, so I'm going to go middle of the road. All right, so now that's set. I'll go ahead and center this how I want it. Zoom in, make sure that it's where you want it. Okay, everything looks good. Go ahead and hit start. Let me just pause for a second. You're all going to be getting a piece of material that is 6 by 6. So if we look at our scale here, it says 6 here, and it says 6 here. So I know that this is going to fit within that work envelope. Okay. In the future, when we have that camera working, we won't have to rely on using the scale. We'll actually be able to lay this over the material or the glass when we have it in there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit start. And when I get this menu, I'm good. Let me hit start. When I get this menu, zoom out here, I can hit send to cutter. All right. Now I'm going to hit cancel. I want to show you something. If I have my logo too close to the edge and I hit start, it's going to give me an error. So I say, oh no, too close. So I'll say, okay. Then you got to move it out a little bit. That's why I cut your material 6 by 6. There's more waste than I want, but at least it allows it to work now. So we can actually send it to the cutter. All right, if you have any questions, watch the video again or ask Mr. Schultz.